Adam Devine plays a bank manager in the Netflix original movie, The Outlaws, who learns a startling truth about his prospective in-laws. As it turns out, things are not at all what her fiancé claimed. They have sinister secrets that are beginning to surface one by one. One of their misdeeds results in Owen being a victim. As Owen seeks to uncover the truth and expose his in-laws at the same time, the plot takes several turns. It turns out that the situation is far more convoluted than he had anticipated, and that nothing is ever as simple as it first appears to be. Here is everything you need to know about The Outlaws ending. Parker's parents, Billy and Lily, have never met Owen, who is going to marry Parker. They were not intended to attend the wedding, but at the last minute they decided to. Parker hasn't seen her parents in a while, so she's a little worried about this. Owen is eager to finally meet them, though. He comes up with all kinds of schemes to win their favor, but they don't turn out to be what he had anticipated. Owen becomes inebriated while spending the night with them and explains to them exactly how to break into the bank's vault. The bank is robbed the following day by two criminals. It doesn't take Owen long to figure out that his in-laws are the robbers. He lacks specific evidence against them, and if he pointed the finger at them, he would also be held accountable. However, when Rehan, a longtime foe of Billy and Lily, kidnaps Parker, things become very serious. Owen's inquiry reveals that Rehan was a co-worker of Billy and Lily in the past. But one day they made the decision to abandon her. They fled with the cash they had stolen from the bank. They made the decision to avoid Parker since they knew Rehan would hunt them down and they didn't want their adversary to learn about their daughter. Rehan, on the other hand, proved to be more resourceful and requested an additional $5 million on top of the $1 million they owed her. Although Owen opposes bank robberies, he agrees to help his in-laws in order to save his fiancée. They choose to rob Atlas Reserve as a result of their failed attempt at the simplest robbery. Owen is aware that Atlas' security system is impenetrable. However, his relationship with Phoebe King, its manager, proves useful as he is able to secure the funds to save Parker, while Billy and Lily divert the police. Owen arrives with the cash and hopes to see Parker again. Rehan, though, says she's going to kill them both. Despite the fact that the deck is stacked against him, Owen succeeds and escapes with Parker. They eventually get married. The celebration is a success generally, and Owen and Parker are prepared to spend the rest of their lives together, despite certain issues, such as people developing allergies to using nickel-plated spoons. Owen first believes that his in-laws are the antagonists of the narrative. It turns out, though, that all they are doing is stealing banks to repay Rehan, with whom they have a long relationship. They three used to collaborate on projects. After some time, Billy and Lily grew tired of robbing banks and preferred a more sedate lifestyle. Rehan needed to be cut off from them, but they knew she wouldn't let them go without a fight. They believed they could get away from her when they fled with her portion of the cash. Rehan, however, discovers them along with their daughter and doesn't seem to be at all interested in letting anyone go. Everyone believes that when she kidnaps Parker, she would release her after receiving payment. Rehan, who is too cunning for that, resolves to murder Parker and Owen once she has the $5 million in her possession. Fortunately for Owen, his in-laws had given him a gun to use before starting the theft. They had handed him a water cannon during an earlier theft. When Owen notices water on this gun, he assumes that they have given him another water gun. After firing it, he realizes that the gun is real. Both of Rehan's bodyguards are killed at the opening shot. The supposedly innocent bank manager shoots the second bodyguard when he tries to shoot Owen. Rehan is killed instantly as the bodyguard's gunshot hits her while he is falling to the ground. Owen had every reason to flee with the money and never look back, especially with $5 million in front of her, the enemy's dead, and his fiancée in front of him. He's a bank manager, though, and he is aware of the potential harm it could do to Phoebe King. Furthermore, Owen is aware that he is not designed for a life of running, so he makes the decision to act morally. Before it can be determined that the money is missing, he returns it to Atlas Reserve, but he still has a lot of obstacles to overcome. Police are pursuing the robbers since they are aware that the bank has been plundered. Owen was able to get the funds to Rehan because Billy and Lily were able to divert them for a while. By the time his in-laws show up, the chaos has subsided. While the police caught up with them, they let Owen to flee with the money. Owen sneaks back into Atlas Reserve while the police deal with the ghost bandits and the gunfire between he and Rehan. Getting Phoebe King to open the vault was the main goal of the theft at Atlas Reserve. Owen is capable of reopening the vault after that is finished. This might have been how he entered the vault. Another option is that Owen left the vault door open while using the inner latch to flee. The police were already chasing Billy and Lily by this point, and despite the fact that they believed the vault had been robbed, nobody was paying attention to it because everyone was focused on catching the burglars. As a result, Owen was able to enter the vault once more, replace all of the money, and wait for someone to reopen it. When Phoebe King and the police return to determine how much money was taken, they discover Owen there. He presents himself as though he had been in the safe the entire time and no money had been taken. By doing this, Owen avoids detection and avoids being detained. Billy and Lily were the notorious bank robbers known as the Ghost Bandits who avoided the cops for a very long time. Reinforced them back into that existence, despite their desire to leave it behind. After learning the truth about their reality, they ultimately decide to give up. They are taken into custody and imprisoned. They do, however, get to go to their daughter's wedding. Detective Roger Oldham drives them there, but they are restrained by handcuffs. Billy and Lily receive a piece of cake from Owen after dancing with their daughter. He reveals to them that he has a paperclip stashed within it. They can escape the cuffs by using the paperclip to free themselves. The law will not release them because of their prior misdeeds. However, Owen is aware of their kind nature by this point. They have become a part of his family, especially after he helped them loot 2 banks. Even if they might have to flee, the paperclip means they can regain their independence. They'll be free in any case.